Y'all, when I tell y'all this is like the fifth time of me trying to record this video, trying to get this screen display here and like my little face in the box here and audio all synced together without having to do too much editing. And when I tell you it's been a nightmare, like, and Chat GPT was no help. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time coming to my channel, my name is India, and I will be going over my budget for the month of October. I did this budget while being in the budget hot seat on Layla's channel. I will put a link to her channel in the description box. You can also find links to her budget spreadsheets on her channel as well. If you like these spreadsheets that you see here, this is how I want to start off doing my budgeting. I know there's some people who use the You Need a Budget app, and I may test run it just to see, what I think of it, but it just seems way too complicated for me right now, and I just want something simple. So I am going to just use this nice spreadsheet that she designed. So thank you for that, Layla. Okay, so for the month of October, I am expecting to get 4 paychecks. The first two is for my main job. I am a dental assistant. So I do expect to get at least 1,300 every 2 weeks from there. And these small little paychecks is from when I work on Saturdays at Panera. I work 2 Saturdays there um, every 2 weeks. And I only work 4 hours. So because after working my full-time job, I'm just tired. I did put a slide for money received because I did have a couple people that needed to pay me back that had borrowed money. I might stop doing that just because I want to be able to stick to my budget, and it kind of stresses me out wondering if people are going to pay me back, and I don't want that. So I'd rather just not do it unless it's an absolute emergency or if it's for family or something. Um, I did add DoorDash too as well because I do want to try to earn a little bit every weekend on DoorDash. I want to start trying to do at least $50, every weekend, and then gradually increase it until it's at a point where I'm like, okay, this is what I feel comfortable earning every weekend, and kind of try to include that in my budget until I pay at least my credit card debt down. So that way we can just tackle the car loan that I have and get that going down too. So that totals to an income of about 2,780. Okay, so for our expenses for the month of October, for rent, I am paying $500. For car insurance, I'm paying $268.61. And for my car payment, I'm paying $220.78. My pedal credit card, I do want to pay the minimum, which is $50. But for my Capital One, I am going to pay $256 instead of the minimum, which is around about 50 as well, because we're trying to pay that one off. It has, I think, a 32% interest rate, which is very, very high. So we want to get rid of that credit card and like never use it again. Okay. Um, Student loan is just $5 a month. I think I took a student loan out like years ago, and it was for $400, and or I only owe $400. So the payment is very minimum. I'm not in a rush to pay it off because it's only 4% interest rate, and I do want to handle these high interest credit cards first. Um, for AT&T, I am paying 130.58. That's because I'm still paying for my phone. For Netflix, 28.60. I'm paying for 2 households. I was thinking about getting rid of my Netflix, but I'm actually into this show right now. So and sometimes it just really distresses me. So I feel like after dealing with 2 jobs, school, I have a child, everything else, I just need something to just make me just, if anything, I'll get rid of this Nintendo because I really don't play with my Switch that much. I am paying $4.23. I know it's a little bit, but every little bit counts. So I think, in the future this might be gone. It just depends. Just depends. Okay. For health insurance, I'm paying 46.04, and I actually already paid that already. That was dropped out of my account yesterday. So good thing I had a little cushion in there to kind of cover that expense. So I'm glad because as y'all can see, I have not gotten paid for the month yet. So I do have to be cautious about that. Dental insurance is $40.70. Life insurance is $21.64. And dental hygiene school is $252. This is the last payment that I have to pay. Um, so, you know, I do like that. And I do like that you can leave notes here. Layla does show how to do this on her channel. If you would like to know how to do it real quick, what I usually do is I will click on um, where I want to add a note, and then I will hit this plus sign here, and then I will click comment, and then it'll allow you to type in a note, and then it will leave sort of this little flag in the top right corner, so that way you know a note belongs to that. Okay, and for groceries, $300 is budgeted. I've already spent $17. Um, when you hit view comment, it kind of like comes off on the corner. If you do it as a view note the correct way, it shows up differently. So like in this one, um, let's see, you hit note, it shows here. So let's see. I don't know. I just do view comment because that's just how. Oh, okay. So if you click on here, you can hit note like that too instead of going to the plus. So that also works. Just depends on what you want to do. Or if you do like it to be off to the side, just add it as a comment and it will come off to the side here, which I kind of do like that. So we're there. All right, now back to the budget. So where do we leave off? Food out is $100. So far, I have not spent anything on that. So I'm grateful for that. For my son, I budget $150 to go towards some things that he may need. He does need a haircut. So I am taking him to the hairdresser this Sunday. So I will be spending $50 on that. Gas, we're already at $15 and I already need gas again because I did DoorDash a little bit. But my gas was already low before that because driving to work, driving to see my son, driving to see my boyfriend, like it's adding up, guys. It's adding up. And I don't know how much ground beef is in y'all's stores, but the ground beef was $10 for like a little pack. I'm like, we're about to start eating ground turkey. It's cheaper. Just in case y'all know, you can still make spaghetti with ground turkey. I know we like that beef flavor sometimes, but ground turkey still gets it done. Season it really well, it'll be fine. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing until that price goes down a little bit because, I mean, my goodness. Um, Health and wellness, $50. I will be using some of this. I do want to get some vitamins and some feminine products. Fun and entertainment, $50. I already spent $6.67. I went to the movies on the 1st with my boyfriend and bought a bag of M&Ms. One bag of M&Ms was $6.67. No, they're lucky I'm an honest woman because I could have definitely put a little box of M&Ms in my purse and nobody would have checked for it, at least not at this theater. So, my HYSA, I have 2 HYSAs, but we're only going to add to one. So $20 is set aside for that. I had to renew my tags too, guys, and I totally forgot. So I had to spend $121 out of my rollover money from last month as well. So I'm glad I had it because I did not want to be out here riding dirty. I do not want to stress about getting pulled over. So we did that. And then for parking, I put $20. The reason why I have a parking budget is because, at my boyfriend's place, they charge $5 a day for guests. Usually he will help me pay, but sometimes I do pay. So I set around a little bit for parking. And then business expense, $14.25. I am using something to try to help me stay on track with business goals and things like that. I might talk about later in the future. And okay, so this is how my budget is looking for the month of October. Again, if you like this spreadsheet, you can definitely get it from Layla on her channel. I will try to link her channel to in the description below. As y'all can see, I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this video recording and everything. So just hang in there with me. And, everyone have a great night. Let's check in next weekend and see where we're all at with everything. If you made it this far, please leave a heart and comment below. Bye.